Hey there, people. My name is Ash. I'm an instant healing hypnotherapist, and today I would like to talk about how does trauma bond develop. Now, we're going to start from the basics. So, how the trauma bond actually begins is we have to understand our subconscious familiarity. Now, subconscious familiarity is that the subconscious mind has this one particular function which is based on familiarity. So it will always attract you towards situations and people who you are already familiar with. So we need to also understand when does this familiarity actually start developing. Now we have to look at the time period when our subconscious mind is developing because obviously our familiarity would have developed between those ages. So our subconscious mind developed between the ages of 1 to 9. Now, these ages are really critical because this is when our subconscious mind actually starts developing these familiarity. Now, to understand trauma bond, we have to understand that for your subconscious mind to create a toxic recurring pattern, it needs to be introduced to something and its first experience with that particular situation or person actually develop a toxic recurring pattern. So we have to look at when did we first develop the first relationship of our life? And that is obviously with our parents. Our parents are the first point of contact for us when we are born. So our first relationship is always with our parents. Now, to understand this even further, we can dive into it by understanding the role that each parent plays and how a particular parent related wound can create different trauma bonds for you. Now, a father at a subconscious level helps the child develop certain traits between the ages of 1 to 9. That is self esteem, self worth, self respect, self confidence, and sense of identity. Now, a mother helps a child develop expression of love, nurturing, and empathy. Now, if we are to understand how these particular parent related wounds can influence our trauma bond, we have to look at these traits that each of the parents helps us develop. So, if there is a father related wound between the ages of 1 to 9, the five aspects that a father helps the child develop will either be in deficit or in excess, but they won't be balanced. Now, a mother related wound can create a trauma bond where the three aspects that are ruled by the mother will either be in excess inside of you or in deficit. And remember one thing, whatever you feel inside is what you are attracting in your relationship because that is subconscious familiarity. So, anytime you meet someone who matches that familiarity that you have with regards to that particular parent who influenced a trauma bond on you, you would be highly likely to get attracted to that particular person. And this is how trauma bond develops when we keep meeting same kind of people in different relationships and the outcome is always the same because that is what your subconscious familiarity is. Now, how can we break this is really important. To understand this, we also need to understand that if we are trying to break any kind of subconscious familiarity, which is a recurring effect, we need to understand when that familiarity was developed. So we're looking at the ages of 1 to 9, and we're trying to identify a point of origin when this particular trauma bond started. And we can do that by instant healing hypnosis, and I teach this to all my clients in my 15 days instant healing program. So, like, you become the master of healing yourself and identifying what and where is your trauma, and you can remove it. So, once we understand that point of origin, we can change our relationship with that particular point of origin, and as a result, that particular toxic recurring pattern and trauma bond will end because you are no longer familiar with it. So, if you are no longer familiar with it, what's going to happen? Two things happen. Number one, if you are in a toxic relationship with someone and it is a trauma bond, so once you heal trauma bond, which is less than 3 to 5 minutes using instant healing hypnosis, What's going to happen is you might suddenly fall out of love with this person because you were only attached to this particular person because of the trauma bond. And now that there is no trauma bond, there is no relationship. But in case if you are with a good person, the right person, but you were subconsciously influencing your trauma onto the relationship, once you heal that trauma bond, your relationship just heals itself. It becomes awesome. Every one of your problem will be fixed. And I've seen this with a lot of my clients. Now, the third thing is if you believe in law of vibration, once you heal your subconscious traumas and your trauma bond, your subconscious mind becomes efficient at generating positive neurological state that attracts people that you actually desire in your life. So we're talking about manifesting your special person or ex or whatever situation you are in. Once you start healing that trauma bond, your relationships will transform. Now, if you would like to work with me on 15 days instant healing program, here is something for you guys.
Hi, I am Axe, an instant healing hypnotherapist. I have developed a 15 days instant healing program. In these 15 days, I will teach you how to understand your subconscious mind map and patterns to identify your relationship blockages. Then using instant healing hypnosis, I will teach you how to instantly heal any toxic recurring patterns, trauma bond, depression, anxiety, PTSD, or any form of physical pain in less than 3 minutes. As a bonus, I will be giving you my special conversational hypnosis method that will make you an instant magnet for anyone in less than 1 minute. Book your free mini therapy session with me by clicking the link to my website in the description below, and let's discuss how we can completely transform your life.